wants child support from his rich baby daddy. Oh my god, the girls are fighting. That's what Lovely T is going to say. Okay, in case you've not heard about it, Drake obviously has sued UMG, which is owned by Lotion, who is, according to Kanye, let's remind ourselves,
Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucien and Universal.
Now that that's done, let's go into the story. So UMG has actually responded. Literally, they told Drake, suck it up. People wanted to hear that song. It was like it is what it is. Suck it up. That's what they're telling him. Like, literally, in other words, they're like, suck it up. But now let's just go into it. To Hip Hop DX. I don't know. That's one of the places that I found the story on. Drake has filed legal documents accusing Universal Music Group and Spotify of coming together to fake the popularity of Kendrick Lamar's diss song against him, Not Like Us. So I think that this is one of the things that Drake has done. Like, you know when they say Drake always does chess move or he always does things behind the scenes. So literally what Drake is suing for, he's not suing that, he's suing them to give, like, he's look at subpoenaing them through Supreme Court, actually, for them to give him evidence that shows that they did this. He doesn't have evidence, no. He knows that there's evidence, so he is asking the Supreme Court to force their hands to give that evidence. That's what he's asking for. He wants Supreme Court to force their hands to give that evidence. Funny, huh? Like, but that could happen, but I think he's doing this because he knows how they have been doing his own records, like how they've been inflating views, how they've been doing adverts or strategically placing his music in ways whereby people have to listen to them. Like, for instance, okay, am I going to sue this? Every time I search for Kendrick, I search for Kendrick music, I see Drake's music, I see J. Cole, like I am trying to listen to Kendrick's playlist, just Kendrick. Before you know it, if I just maybe doze off, it's like J. Cole is playing. If I just doze off, it's like Drake is playing. Am I going to then be like, oh yeah, wow, it's something that they do? And he also sued Apple that when people ask Siri, like of Drake, when they say Drake music, Not Like Us is one of the things that come up. And I can understand that because I am sure people are asking Siri for Drake this. So Siri is an AI. So what it does is like the same thing with Google. You search for something, it gives you everything that's related. So when you search for Drake, it gives you Not Like Us because Not Like Us is a diss to Drake. And I'm sure there are people in the world that didn't even know what Not Like Us was. They just know that, oh, someone dissed Drake. Okay, they said, hey Siri, Drake diss, and Not Like Us comes up. So then when Siri hears Drake, Siri is gonna give you Not Like Us too. So I don't understand. Honestly, I feel like he's just been a sore loser. He's doing this intentionally, I think, for Kendrick's album, because the album comes out and people are just like, people are instant classic. People are like, oh, this is a classic, and people are loving it and the views are going up. So he's looking for something to do to dim that. You understand? And this is the only way that he thinks that he can do that. He's not doing this because of UMG. I don't even think he thinks he's going to even succeed in this. It's just a strategy to see how he can dim Kendrick's light. Because I think maybe he cannot succeed with Kendrick not doing Not Like Us in Super Bowl, and now Kendrick has too many songs like Master, like you get like TV off, like there's so many songs from even this new album that he can actually perform. If he even decides not to perform Not Like Us, and it's still gonna be a diss, like I just strangled me a goat, it's still gonna be a diss to Drake, and Drake knows that. So at the end of the night, so Drake is just doing all of this to see. I feel like it's just like his chess move that he thinks he's doing. I think he's actually lucky that he even did this now, before, when Kendrick has a new album that everybody is just on about and nobody is that much interested in. Like, obviously we're still interested in Not Like Us, but it's not. If he did this when Not Like Us was like the only song that we're still bumping to, like we don't have a whole 12 new songs to bump to, Not Like Us would have just shot to #1 again. That's why I see Drake just doing this as a chess move, but it's gonna backfire on him anyway. So According to Independent, Drizzy legal team filed a pre-action petition in a Manhattan court on Monday. I saw the document is so long, I'm not going to go through it because I'm not here for boring things, so that's not going to happen. So, alleging UMG used bots, payola, and other methods to inflate the chart-topping song. This is not a lawsuit, but a step required by New York State to secure information before officially filing. So it's not a lawsuit. He's saying, give me the information. Force them to give me information. I know that there's information. Just force their hand to give me information. That's what he's doing. UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practice, the docs read. It instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airways. The filing also alleges that the label paid Spotify to promote Not Like Us to users searching for unrelated songs and artists. Additionally, it claims UMG paid Apple to have Siri intentionally redirect users requesting songs from Drake's catalog instead offering Not Like Us. No, I'm sure he offered Drake's, but also Not Like Us, because Not Like Us and Drake is just like... I thought you guys said Drake gave Kendrick a boost up. Why is Drake pissed now? Anyway, it also claims the company used bots to banish the song's numbers. Drake is asking the court to order UMG and Spotify to gather all relevant documents ahead of a pending lawsuit. According to the report, UMG has so far refused to engage over the issue, telling Drake to sue Kendrick instead. I don't think that they did that, but that's just a report. So that part I think is wrong. But anyway, so this morning I saw on the Shade Room they talked about someone that got inside information. All this inside information, always a source. Who are these source? A source told me. Most times I don't believe in this source thing, but anyway, let's get into that one. So journalist Lauren LaRosa gives insight about lawsuits involving Drake and Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. So she said, did some reaching out trying to understand why Drake would file this lawsuit. A source close to Drake camp tells me Drake's side decided to file this suit not just because of the Not Like Us song. It's bigger than just the song, which is why Drake is suing the label and not Kendrick directly. It is about the song. That's just a lie. From what I'm told, Drake allegedly feels if his label UMG is using money he's made from to fund Kendrick Lamar's song, burying him amidst a sensitive label negotiation he's currently in. Drake feels like the label is allegedly not protecting a major asset him, which is conveniently timed around the time he's in negotiation for a new deal with the label. Oh, I see where the problem is. He's in negotiation for a new deal, and they are lowballing him because right now he's not bankable. They don't know what's going to happen with his career. So they're lowballing him. So he's trying to, it makes a lot of sense. Because I don't know. I do feel, obviously I don't have information on this. I do feel like UMG was not trying to push Kendrick's Not Like Us. That song pushed itself. Because they don't really make that much money from Kendrick like compared to Drake. Like, I'm not saying that right now the way Drake is going, like they're still making money from Drake, but compared to this, because Kendrick is not signed to their label, he has a distribution deal with them, so they'll make more money from someone that is signed to their label. Not only is Drake signed to them, his likeness, everything about him. If his music is used for a video, if it's used for anything, they gain from it. So he literally signed himself to them. So they definitely have more to gain from being associated with Drake than with Kendrick. Honestly, I feel like at that point, they feel like, why do we even have a publishing deal with Kendrick? That's why I think, but obviously it's the biggest song, whatever, they're making money from that song. So it is what it is. But anyway, that's what I think is happening. Anyway, from what I'm told, Drake's feelings like, if I was a Taylor Swift, a lot of things would not have happened in this whole Drake and Kendrick back and forth. Drake, why do you have a hard-on for Taylor? What did Taylor Swift do to you? Like, this guy has a hard-on for Taylor for no reason. Honestly, I know that Drake cannot even sue. He would have sued Kendrick if he could. Firstly, if he sued Kendrick about the Not Like Us, he's going to have the little credibility that he has about, like, gone. That's one. Two, he doesn't know what Kendrick even has, and he does not think that maybe the things are fake, because if you listen to Kendrick's lyrics, like, how would he fight it? There's information about all these things already online. So I think that's it. And you could have said the daughter, but maybe there's a daughter I do think there's a daughter, but that's me just thinking, obviously. But I think that there's a daughter. I don't think Kendrick does not give me someone that would just wake up one morning and put information out there that is not real. So I think that before he would even say that, he has double checked, triple checked. He even has the documentation, because I'm sure there must have been a DNA done. I'm sure that there must have been, like, signing. He has to be paying child support one way or another. So I think that all those things Kendrick maybe already has them. That's why Drake does not want to. He does not want to, get in it with him, but he's getting on it with the label, putting not like us there, because he knows that they influence his own this. So he knows, so he thinks like, if they do this for me, there's no way, because my streams are not real. My streams are manufactured. And Kendrick said that in his song. Remember, in the song that he has with Baby Kim. He said, when he said, I'm smoking in your top 5, so that the microwaved the microwave streams. That's what he said, something like that. So anyway, I'm just thinking right now, but yeah, that's what he said. So he's already talked about it. So he's not one of those people. He is not into that. I'm not saying now that UMG cannot do that without Kendrick's knowledge, but I don't think UMG even did it, because that song has a leg of its own. Like, that song just came out and started running. Literally, it was doing the 6 hours run that Kendrick does every morning. So now, finally, UMG has responded this morning. I saw that one on Twitter. So they have responded. They said, this is on Variety Twitter. Universal Music has responded to Drake's claim that it's conspired to artificially inflate the streaming numbers of Kendrick Lamar's Drake diss, Not Like Us. The suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived and absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans choose the music they want to hear. In hindsight, they're like, suck it up. People chose it. Like, guys, stop being a sore loser. That's what they're saying. And then Eloy Wilson, which honestly, sometimes I'm just like up and down with him. He said that instead, UMG has pointed the finger at Mr. Duckworth. Instead, insisted that Drake should initiate legal action against Mr. Duckworth rather than UMG, and even threatened to bring its own legal claims against Mr. Duckworth if Drake were to pursue claims against UMG. So anyway, I think Mr. Duckworth is Kendrick Lamar's song, but I don't know what that has to do. Maybe I'm not getting the joke here. But yeah, that is that. Please not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I feel like Drake is just being a sore loser, and he should have just sat down, eat his series, and watch cartoons. You get me? Cartoons and series. He should have just done that, because there's no point for what he's doing. And if he thinks that this is going to reduce Kendrick's album momentum, is not going to do that. And if he thinks, I think he's doing this so that in case they're inflating that, they can stop. Because so Apple now is going to be careful, Spotify is going to be careful, and UMG is going to be careful now, because there could be something. I think that's what he's trying to do, just to reduce the number, because Kendrick just released this album and it has legs and it's running. So that's that. I'll see you some other time. Bye bye.